Welcome everybody to this first episode, or even probably episode 0. We're gonna call this episode 0 because we don't know what the hell this is. But but by episode 1, it will be official. But my name is Rudy Wilson. I am one of, I guess, your host slash panelist slash conversationalist. All that type of good stuff. Once again, I'm figuring out this title stuff as we go. But of course, I got my good friend here, my sister in Christ.
Man,
we have clubbed together and we have prayed together.
hello.
Miss Tanesha Martin.
Hey, y'all. It's yours truly.
Oh gosh! All right. So of course, and then we got her and Junior in the background. Hey, is there any way possible? Can you turn your device long ways?
Hold on, let me hold this.
Oh, you gotta sit now.
We'll be quiet.
Lazy.
My arm gonna get tired.
I just needed just long ways because it looked better as we're recording as opposed to you.
I gotta get some sturdier than this cover.
Okay,
that I was using.
It's fine. Just leave it. I didn't know I was gonna make it. I didn't know it was gonna be a thing. It's fine. Yeah, it's not life or death. So this show is what we like to call
life or death.
This show is what we decided to call. It's more of a question than a statement. Do you mind if I called you a bitch? That's probably not proper English. I guess it's would you mind if I called you a bitch? But I like do you mind better. Do you mind if I call you a bitch? And this is pretty much about Black women in America and their experience as a Black woman in America. Because there is an experience as a Black person. There's an experience as a Black man. There's an experience as a Black gay person. But there's also a particular experience as a Black woman in these good old United States that we're trying to make great again. And that's what we're here to talk about, And I'm not a Black woman, even though my hair definitely has the strong Black woman color purple look to it. But I don't know anything about it, I'm just out here being a nigga in these streets. You know what I'm saying? I'm just out here being a nigga in these streets. You know what I'm saying? And I'm sure at some point in time in my life, I've probably been accidentally misogynistic or something to that degree.
Accidentally. On
So
purpose.
So I'm here to learn, you know what I'm saying? So I guess I'm pretty much open up the floor to you, bruh Neezy. You can pretty much just kind of just start off with an overview. You can start off with, first of all, kind of introducing who you are, where you're from, and then just kind of just go into, I guess your broadened experience in your roughly 30 years of living here on this earth.
And I'm not 30.
I said roughly. Okay. I knew you was 20 something. First of all, you're not old enough to be not want people to know your age. You're not that age. like
I'm about to be that age. So I don't want them to know when I get there. You got to start before you get there. Because if you start when you get there, they're gonna remember when you start.
They're gonna already know. Now you was just 38.
You was. No, I won't.
I've been 25 for the last 25 years. I got you.
For real.
No, I got you.
I'm glad you said do the introduction because I was just gonna get right into it, honey. Because everybody already know me.
Okay.
No, but yeah. So he said my name, Tanesha. I mean, that's about it. Other than I worked a lot of predominantly male jobs. So that's pretty much the standpoint I'm coming from today as well, like a Black female in that aspect.
Go ahead. Well, before you get that deep, let's back up 1 second. So let's start where you're from and where you grew up and that whole experience of whether it was like, you grew up with a brother, whatever, like just your experience with just the men, whatever, your experience, however you want to format it.
So I'm from Virginia, 757 years.
Down.
Okay. I grew up with 2 older brothers, and I grew up around my cousins a lot too. So it was a lot of male cousins. I don't feel like counting them all. That's how many it is. and then one more female cousin. So it's us two girls, and then the rest was all boys.
Wow.
So I mean, I grew up.
What about as
pretty
far as
much like a tomboy?
What about as far as like the aunties and uncles? What like did your whoever siblings you were is it a lot of aunties who had boys, or were there a lot of these uncles who got married and had boys?
Basically, aunties that had boys.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the family had, I guess, some level of girls at some point in time, but then your generation.
My grandma had some girls.
Your generation just was just pretty much all the boys.
All boys, dog.
Gotcha. And then you had a son, so you're not helping. So.
Pretty much.
Right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. So. I mean, that's just pretty much it for that question. So,
so as far as like high school or just grade school or whatever, like where did you do majority of that? Was that all in Virginia as well?
Yeah, most of it was in Virginia. I went to middle school for a year in Houston, Texas, but most of it was in Virginia. And then, I was like kicked out of school and suspended a lot. So okay. I don't know.
Right.
I don't remember friends. I remember principal's office.
Right. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
And from Virginia, you went to Jacksonville?
Yeah, I went to Florida. And then from Florida, I went to Georgia. And then from Georgia, I came back here to Virginia.
Gotcha. And so would you say all three states have been three different experiences, or is it all pretty much? Okay, so
definitely different.
So let's break down each one. So we got the
government now.
we got the childhood. We got the childhood Virginia. So then let's go to your experiences in Florida.
Yeah, let's skip Virginia. Ain't got nothing good to say. So Florida, great. Florida, look, man, Florida was straight. They like a different type of female. They like me. But that's not the point. The point is this. To explain what I'm saying is, like, obviously when you go different places, they cater to a different type of female, period. So being from Virginia, they cater to mostly, well, when I was young, I don't know what they're doing now. It's kind of different now because we got the Nicki Minaj and Cardi B's coming out making all the thick girls lit, But before that was a thing, here in Virginia, it's pretty much really light skinned, fairly light skinned, and really skinny girls. So, that's what it was when I was growing up. That was put up as that's a pretty black girl, right? Mm-hmm. But when I went to the South, the real South, Florida, it was different, like I just got treated different. But it's like people was treating me a way that I didn't realize or whatever because I was used to something else. So Florida was, from that aspect, how people treated me in that aspect as a black female, like as far as my looks, it was different. Now, as far as like, obviously educational wise, I made better choices in Florida because I was in college. So, and my grades was better. So that had something to do with me, what I was putting out there. Right. And as far as like a career standpoint, I don't want to, Florida is just, it's opportunity there. It's opportunity there in Florida, but you have to work at it for one, to get on with a good career or whatever you're trying to do. And then you feel like you kind of almost got to know people for you to kind of get your foot in the door somewhere.
And you're speaking specifically from the female perspective or just Florida in general?
Just from my perspective, period. Like I don't know how it is for the men there. Like they may have other stuff going on. I don't know. But I know from my perspective as a female, working in Jacksonville was not hard to do. Like I was able to get a career there, fresh out of college. Now, keeping that career, that's where Jacksonville kind of left me at, because it's kind of, I don't want to say crab in a bucket, but like they're not supporting each other. Black people, Black women. And I don't know, maybe it's because I was working in a jail or whatever, but it just wasn't no support from the older Black women that work there. Or like, and the younger Black women too, you had some that was, you know, supporting and trying to teach you the way and stuff like that. But, you know, working there, it was, and that's just off of my experience working in that facility. I can't speak on like anywhere else because that's really the only places that I worked with you at one point. Boys and Girls Club, but that don't count. Right. They got what, 3 hours out of my day. Right. So like from that standpoint, yeah, I just feel like Jacksonville, it's a mentality there that's kind of like, if I'm not coming up, then I don't want nobody to come up. And if I see you coming up, then I'm gonna try to ride your coattail. Right. But I ain't trying to offend nobody though. That's just how I felt.
Right. Okay, so then what about as far as in Georgia?
I ain't work in Georgia. No, see, in Georgia, I did work a lot, but I ain't have to. Like, you know, I was doing music when I was in Georgia, so the opportunity for the Black person, period, and where the part I was at, Atlanta. I can't say the whole Georgia because I done lived in Atlanta, Decatur, you know, I done lived in.
I mean, that's still Atlanta. I mean,
yeah, it don't feel like it.
But I'm saying, like the only way you really going outside of Atlanta, you have to start seeing stuff like Augusta and Macon. Like.
I mean, I stayed in Warner Robins, and then because the reason why I break it up like that, one, I'm not from there, right? But being that I'm not from there, if I'm living in a specific area, and then I move to another one, and I see a very drastic difference, right. I'm gonna be like, yo. This can't be still the same Atlanta that I was just in, you know, last time or whatever. But you know, you from there, ain't you? Right. So you gonna view it a little different, you know?
Yeah. I mean, cause it's pretty much like just like out here. Like if you different places in here in LA or LA County, like one side looks completely different than the other, but it's all still considered LA. So I mean, I do get what you mean. But Atlanta is the Atlanta area is made up of a bunch of different cities, but they're all majority Black people, which is like the best part about Atlanta. Like it's like the hood, suburbs, the millionaire houses, like all of these are Black people. You know what I'm saying?
And the thing about it in Atlanta, they all Black people, and the Black people from the not so, you know, wealthy neighborhoods, the poorer neighborhoods, or whatever you want to call it, could come to over here and gather at the same function where people who may be a little better off, and it's still gonna be what it is. You know what I'm saying? You got people in Atlanta who want to be capped out and showboat. Everybody want to show what they got. Like that's what they do. But they still like it. Kind of. I don't want to say it don't matter because it do matter to them now. Them folk care about what you got. But if you don't got it, it ain't like they. Treat you or whatever, they don't mind helping you get it, is what I'm trying to say.
For sure.
In Atlanta, they don't mind helping you get it. You're not finna find too much of that in other places I done live, Florida. So, like, you know, it's just a different vibe. I like the Georgia. You know, the only problem is that I had was a lot of scammers, man. No, I'm playing. Like, nah, it's just that they the way they treat women there is ridiculous.
Are you talking about in the social life, like men
the social dating life, it's ridiculous. I'm not understanding what's going on.
I mean, can we go deeper into that? Like what exactly
it's like they almost expect women to do whatever for some money, or do whatever because they see you got money, or like how they get the female to do something, or like get her attention, or to the way they want to impress a female is with money. And you have that other places, but there it's like that's the only way. In their mind, it's like this is the only way I can get a girl is show her my money, put my money to my ear and act like it's a cell phone, and then she's gonna want me. Like, oh my God, no. That's annoying, bro.
But let me ask you this though. Are people getting good results from doing that, even if it's not just from you?
That's what I was gonna say. I think that's why they do that, because the women there, they kind of pride themselves on that. And like, I'm not from there. I wasn't around that. I didn't see that as normal. I saw it as kind of like, obviously, girl, he finna play you. Like, right. I don't see it as being nothing else. He's not finna give you no money. Right. He just try to do whatever he want with you and be done with you. Why can't y'all see that? Like, because if a dude, I didn't had situations in Atlanta where I didn't had people cards, or I didn't had somebody giving me money, but me and this person was in a for real friendship, half relationship, whatever you want to call it. It was a consistent situation. Right. But me just meeting you at the club and I see you throwing money in the club, so I go home with you, that's dumb. Like, but they do it. And it's like, girl, what you think he finna do after you go home with him? I don't get it.
Do you know anybody? Do you know anybody in that personal situation that you've been able to ask that question to, or has this only been just like a theory?
I've known somebody who moved like that, and she didn't got things or whatever.
But I'm saying,
I didn't ask her.
Oh, you didn't ask? Okay.
Too shame. I guess like to me, it's embarrassing. Right. To me personally, if somebody viewed me this way, like genuinely, like, oh, she be, tricking off or whatever. Boy, I don't. Right. That's not something you want somebody to know. So I was just like, watching how she moved. I had lived with her at one point, and I seen how she was moving, and I had to go. I was like, yeah, I gotta go. She be tricking off. But if she not from there, she from Virginia. That's the thing.
Right. And that's another thing I was gonna say.
See this.
That's another thing I was gonna say though, because I think that because Atlanta is it's not a touristy spot like to say like in LA or Miami, but it is a place where people come from out of town to party or strip club, whatever the case may be. And I think that a lot of what you can see in Atlanta could be some locals, but I think it is some like, oh, we on some, and I'm just use spring break for it. But we on some, we're here for the weekend, rich nigga balling, money to the ear. That's me. I'll never have to see him again. And the reason why I know that girls have to think like that, or women have to think like that, is because guys think like that. Not that the girls have the money to the ear, but like if we go to like okay, we all go to Miami, we all go to anywhere, Detroit. It don't have to be nowhere spectacular, but like if you run into a group of whatever it is that you're into and y'all whatever, like you're willing to do more in that situation because you feel like this isn't coming home with me. You know what I'm saying? Unless you get pregnant or something. But I'm saying if everything goes well, condoms are used, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Most people feel like, fuck it, let's just do it. You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't matter. Who cares? Like I never got to see this person again. And I think it's that thing is on both sides. And I think I see it more in women now. It's more of a prideful thing now. It's like, and I'm not here to say one way or the other, but it's a thing now. Like to match up with a guy's energy of how we approach sex. Like it's not all women, but it's more tolerated now to be a thing as opposed to it being shamed at once upon a time.
Yeah. And that like that part of it, let's be real. Like I'm not like women who wanna, whatever, like go for it. How you wanna approach the situation, you wanna approach it that way, Like I'm not against it or for it. I don't care. It's none of my business. Even if you wanna get paid for whatever, hey girl, do you. But it's just that's the part that make it weird. Let me just say this, bro. Okay. I've been in Walmart. This is a real life situation. Walmart, right? The gas station. It happened so many times when I first moved to Atlanta to where I was convinced in my mind that these ninjas is crazy. Something wrong. They're brainwashed. I called my mom. I said, these people are brainwashed down here. Like something wrong with them. I'm getting in arguments with complete strangers, bro. Like, I meet a guy, say whatever, he see me at Walmart, he see me at the gas station, you know, this happens to me. Okay. So, like, you see, no, but, you know, they want to holler or whatever. So, boom, they get my attention. I speak, I be polite, I'm being respectful, because that's just how I'm going with it. And then, you know, boom, we exchange numbers. The first thing he texted me is stupid stuff like, you trying to get your rent paid. Huh? But what if it's already paid?
Right.
Then what, bro? You got to come with something else. That's annoying me.
Right.
What are you talking about like I'm some duck broke? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't be that girl. I wasn't raised to be that girl. I didn't see them girls around me. So broke girl.
How does he change his mind when he sent that same text? Another girl was like, "Hell yeah!" You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know, right?
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm saying, so how do you handle that in the sense of knowing that that guy is, or that level of a guy is always going to exist, because there are, you know, the other fish in the sea who do bite at that. So I'm saying, so
they need their rent paid. I'm calling my mama, my daddy, and one of my best friends, man. I'll call you. You heard me. That's true, too. I didn't call you before. I didn't send you text before. I don't care. Like, I'm finna ask my friends, my family, bro.
Right.
I'm not finna go lay on my back for it. I can't do it. Not knocking people who do it. But I get what you're saying, how he's supposed to stop or not do it if it's working for him. And it's
I'm saying, but even more, you as a woman, how do you feel like you can move forward knowing that at least that type of guy, if not worse, is always going to be out there, because there are girls or women who accept that.
Yeah, I just slow it down because they're tricky. Okay. Yeah, they're tricky. I slow it down on them. That's all. I wait them out.
Right.
I'm waiting you out. We waiting. Huh? I'm looking. I'm watching. I'm seeing. That's how I move forward.
So speaking of waiting, I actually got a good question for you. Did you ever get into Steve Harvey's book, the whole "Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man"?
The movie.
And when I said, she's like, I seen 1 and 2. I ain't read the book though.
Nope. That one page.
But I guess because I didn't know if, like, if you and friends had ever had at least the conversation about the book. You know what I'm saying? Because I know even when it came out, I never read it, and I told him.
What friends? Who? Me, Shayna, Jew? No, we ain't reading that book.
No. Not even reading about it. I'm just saying, like, hearing about what it's about, because we knew it was basically with, like, you know, the stuff that he was saying. So I'm saying, like, did y'all ever discuss, like, the 90-day rule or whatever like that, or even if it's not pertaining to the book particularly, has those conversations ever came up even outside of the book, as far as like how long you should wait? You know,
that's what's crazy to me, because I didn't know that was a real thing. That how long you should wait thing.
Right.
What are we talking about?
Right.
Because it ain't no set time on how long you should wait. You don't even need to be doing it no wait. Right. So if you doing whatever you doing whatever you doing, right?
Right.
In my mind, because of the way I view the situation, if I sit up here and I'm going to be intimate with somebody in that way and we're not married, I'm already expecting the worst, bro. So it don't matter how long. Listen, I'm already expecting something bad to come about. Gotcha. My reason for waiting is not because I'm trying to, you know, see if it's going to be good or bad after I do it. Mm-hmm. My reason for waiting is to see what type of bad it is. Okay.
Right.
Because I can't do all type of bad. You may be just somebody who is like annoying. Right. He may just be somebody who is disrespectful. Don't know how to save money. Right. Or then you may be a woman beater, bro. See, you should have waited, son.
Right.
So that's my whole rationality of waiting. That oh, 90 days, because what, he gonna love you if you wait 90 days, or he's gonna like want to be with you. I don't believe that is true.
Right.
So I've never had that conversation until now. And
Gotcha.
Never with none of my line sisters, not none of my friends that's females. I've never had that conversation.
Gotcha.
We don't talk about that. Like, y'all.
So what about what? Not even us.
Right.
Steve Harvey's age.
Wait, people in their 20s don't talk about that.
So let me ask you this. So what about as far as like a woman's body count? Like, do you think, like, because we all know on the men's side, the lesser the worse. You know what I'm saying? Like, the lesser your number is, like, you're almost crucified for it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, what? That's it? You know what I'm saying? But on the woman's side, the higher the number, no matter what the situation is, like, unless she was actually doing like prostitution and getting paid for it, and she just was on some stuff, that's the only way some of those can get counted out. But if these were just all just like decision making.
I got his number. I don't even think he cute for real, but I'm still gonna do it.
Right.
Like,
then that's where, not saying whether it's right, wrong, or indifferent, but in today's society, as we speak right now, the more bodies a woman has, the more her, just say, her value, purity, with all these different things. Because, like, you think about this, a man doesn't have to determine what color tux he gets married in, whether he's a virgin or not. It's the woman. If she wears all white or whatever. You know, it's already looked at.
I got a baby and I'm wearing all white. Who gonna stop me?
Similac white.
Similac white. Okay.
So, but I'm saying, so I guess with that being a thing, you can give me if you and your friends or the lack thereof have talked about that, you can go into that, or even just your own, I guess, perspective. Like, what do you think about the comparison with the man and woman, and what do you think, I guess, would be too much for a woman, and what would be compared to a man, and so on and so forth?
So this why this whole thing is funny to me, because, like, it's like the guys, they gotta have a higher number. Just basically what you just said.
Mm-hmm.
So for them to have this number, bro, they got to be having sex with somebody. Is it the other dudes? Like, so, bro, you do realize when you have sex with her, she having sex with you, right?
Right.
And then when you have sex with another girl, she having sex with you too, right? And then when another nigga come have sex with her, she having sex with him, right?
So that means
everybody came about the same. It's about the same.
These women out here lying.
They hung.
It's only been 3.
Yeah. It's kind of like, 3, so. All right.
No, that's real. That's real. Even with women outnumbering men, supposedly, it's still it's still higher than what it's proposed to be. But I'm saying, so go ahead. No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No,
that's all I was saying. Basically, the whole ideology of it being that they got to be having sex with somebody, bro.
Right.
A female. So, like, I'm not understanding this. Like, some things I just don't get.
So do you think there's a such thing as because I'm telling you now, in the man's world, there is no such thing as too high of a number. I'm just letting you know that now. Like, it's literally like if there was a man out there who reached 1,000, like, he would be a god. Nobody would just, and then the worst people would do is just see, like, okay, how many kids did he have in that 1,000? Did he ever get any STDs? It'd be stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many of them actually look good? Did you just do some of them just for fun? How many do you actually remember? Did you keep, it'd be those, it'll never just be like, oh, well, I would never marry, the horror. But now, if a woman got 1,000, come on, man.
Yeah, it's terrible. That's terrible.
Jesus might give up on her.
He leave 99 for the one.
Right. Jesus be like, listen, I tried 999 times ago.
Right. She gonna be at that well for a long time.
Like, this is too much.
Okay, hey, the woman at the well, honey, come from the well.
So that's my question. So, like, do you think there's a too much, or if so, what do you think is too high for women and men?
I think it, for one, has to do with your age. Everything, your age. Have you been married before? Have you not been married before? Like, what you look like. Because y'all got to understand that if you're not a very attractive, this might offend some people. Nobody's an ugly person, bro. Unless they piss me off, then I'm calling them ugly. Okay. But nobody's truly really ugly, okay? Let me just say that first. But if you are something that society deems to be attractive to a certain point where you already know the majority is going to agree that you are attractive, then the majority is also going to try to talk to you, right? So if you got at least every time you leave the house, even if you leave the house for about 5 hours a day or something, you're not doing much, and you got at least probably 1 or 2 men trying to get your number every time you leave the house, right? That plays a part into how many men you've been with, bro. Because you've had way more chances and opportunities to say yes or no.
Right.
Now, if you somebody who you can leave the house all day, every day for the next 3 weeks and don't nobody say nothing to you, and you got like 10, then you going out there looking to be a whore.
Right.
Because nobody's coming to you.
Right.
Okay, so
you
that in my mind,
found a way to make 10 happen.
You finding a way to make 10 happen.
Right.
So that's like, okay, so you basically just out there doing stuff.
Right.
It's some women who really like, they are, and this wasn't my issue, honey, because, you know, like, they be staying with me for a long time. You know, they leave eventually, or I leave eventually, because everybody know I got an attitude problem. Right. But they be staying for a good couple of years, though.
Right.
Like, it ain't no, you just gone.
Right.
So, but it's some women who they just pick the wrong man or whatever the situation is, and they may not be like that. Okay, be like, you know, out there loose as a, you know, loose on the goose, don't get it started. It's just that they was talking to a dude, he was trifling. Boom, they had to find somebody else. They was talking to that dude, they having sex, he was trifling. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's women out there who really don't have no type of nothing to stand up for herself. Let anything, whatever happen. And nigga gone, boom, she finds somebody else, and she keep picking the same dude. So her body count may be a little higher too. You get what I'm saying? I feel like it depends on how your body count got this way. Mine, I don't care what all the haters say. It ain't high. They haters. They haters, bruh. Yeah. They want it to be high. They want it to be great. What they don't know is it don't matter for real. Huh? Right. When you look like this, it don't matter.
Wow, that is hilarious. Got you. All right, so I'm gonna give you two or three scenarios, and you tell me if you think this is high or not. So let's say you 30. Never been married, and you're what society deems as attractive.
Are you talking about me, bro?
No.
Go ahead.
Not from Virginia. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
But let's say that you didn't lose your virginity, let's say until 25. Right? But now, at the age of 30,
5 years later.
Let's say you at 15.
Girl, you doing too much.
Oh, that.
Girl, you doing too much. I mean, sheesh. It's been 5 years since you lost your virginity. You already at 15?
But I'm saying, but she 30. She missed a lot of time in the beginning, though.
You was 25. How you found 15 men in 5 years? Nah, she won't know baby until she was 25 then. She lied because ain't no.
I'm saying
Listen, this
you
is
think about
no.
that's
I don't gotta think about it, bro.
that's 3 people a year. That's only
This
3
what you
people
don't
a
understand.
year.
Listen, when you first I'm coming from female point of view. It ain't no way in the world that you like it that much that quick.
But I'm saying, but
No.
how many people lose their virginity at 25 though? That's a different
right,
story.
But it don't even matter when you lose it. The point is when you do lose it, you probably not finna like it, bro. You're not gonna hop back in there so quick. So she had to wait a good minute.
But most women don't. Most women lose it as teenagers and have these certain experiences. But how many actually lose it in their adulthood when your body is way more fully developed and so on and so forth? Now, granted, I don't know the female body better than you, but I'm just saying I can imagine that might take a toll on it. And then if you think about and this may be a man's perspective, but I do think about the fact that if I would have lost it at 25. By the time I'm 30, once again, it could be a man's perspective, but I may be like, oh man, I don't mind catching up a little bit. Because like I said, on an average, that's 3 a year for 5 years. It's easier for y'all
to enjoy it, bro.
I believe it. I believe it. That's real.
It is, trust me. Believe me when I tell you that. It don't matter if that girl this is what I'm saying, like, it don't matter if she had a baby at 16 and she had her first child or somebody who had their first child at 29 or something like me, or 28, 29 like me. It hurt the same.
Right, right.
Yeah, it's all traumatizing. So I'm telling you now, she had a cool off stage to where it's like, oh, I might not, I gotta, because if it's 15, in my mind, did none of them love you, sir? It's only been 5 years. 15. Did nobody love you enough to show you that ain't the way it's supposed to be? So you just out there doing stuff. You're not even enjoying it. You searching for something else. You got a void somewhere.
Okay.
You need to fill it.
All right. So how about this? How about this? So let's say this woman is 35, but she got married when she was 18. And then she got divorced at 28. So she was married for 10 years. Got divorced at 28. And her husband was who she lost her virginity to. So so she got divorced at 28. She's now 35. Let's say 2 kids. And let's say she's at, we'll say 7. From 28. So from 28 to 35 is what? 28 to 9, 30, 31, what is that? 30, 6 years?
Yeah.
So she got 7, she got like 7 bodies. Let's say she got 7 bodies in 6 years. So she got 8 total. Her husband plus the 7 by the time she hit 35. And she was married from 18 to 28. And she gained another 7 after that. What you think?
So she had 14.
No.
She's still good.
No. She had 1 and then gained 7, so she's now at 8 total.
Yeah, she normal. She at a steady pace because what it is she messing with them trifling ninjas. So she only messing with one dude a year and he only lasting a year. Yeah, that's believable.
Right.
Yeah. She normal.
Okay. So all right. So last one. So you got a girl, right? Who she was a virgin all the way until she went to college. Let's say she lost her virginity her freshman year and had a baby. Let's say she got pregnant on her first go, right? But she doesn't drop out of college. Like she finishes school, but of course, like she moves off campus with occasionally. She finishes school, and so that happened when she was 18. So let's say it's 10 years later. So she's now 28, right? So she got like a 9 or 10-year-old child. So she's now 28, and let's say she's at. All right, let's say she's at. In 10 years, let's say she's at 15. No, let's say she's at 20. Let's say she's at 20. No, 15. I'm going 15. Let's say she's at 15, but 12 out of the 15 was all in college. And then so then when she so from 18 just say to 22. Let's say she graduated at 22. It was 12, and then from 22 to 28, it was only another 3.
See, ain't nobody to tell her. She knows she was wrong. She knows she was wrong. She knows she was wrong.
So what I'm saying is, so is 15 too much for a 10-year span altogether, for starters?
15 is 15.
Especially going through college. I'm talking about going through college.
It's the fact that man, don't nobody care about going through college.
But I'm saying, but that's when people are more exposed to like go wild because they're no longer with their parents. So I'm saying, like, if there was a whole phase to be had, it's gonna be college for most people. So I'm saying, so going through the college, and she got 15 and 10 years, but she got most of them in college.
That's the problem, bro. You keep adding that most of them in college. See, the thing is, like, it's over a 10-year span, but the fact of the matter is,
it happened
within it happened within 4. And we can't even count 9 months of that. You know?
Right.
Who knows what she would have been doing?
Right. Hey, good thing
the baby Yeah.
Good thing the baby shut it down for a while so she could.
For what, 10, 11 months? 12
funny.
months, she was back at it.
That is funny. All right, so let me ask you this. So, and we kind of wrapping things up, but what do you feel in reference to, like, I guess is it chivalry or is it chivalry? What's the proper terminology?
All I know is it's spelled CHI.
She don't even know.
It's because when you look at it, you want to say the L, right? Chivalry. I think it's chivalry.
I've never even looked at the spelling, but like when you know, growing up in the South, people pronounce stuff different all the time. You know, everybody got their own way of saying stuff. So I don't even know if it's chivalry or chivalry, but I think I'm gonna go with chivalry. Chivalry just sounds better than chivalry.
I think it's chivalry. Chivalry is dead. It's chivalry.
I'm gonna say it fast enough so nobody knows what I'm saying. You don't know if the L is there or not. So it's chivalry.
Pretty much. Say it with confidence. Say it with your chest.
Right. So do you think it's all the way gone?
I think it's
if so, why?
Because of these dang on 1,000 babies, not the 90s babies. The ones came after the millennials. Right. They held on wheels. But anyway, so basically, I think it is that from a sincere point of view. Any man that sits up here and want to hold my door and open my door, they want something. They putting on, bro. They putting on. I don't care because they don't do it all the time.
Gotcha.
They only doing it when we finna go back to the house.
Right. Gotcha.
But,
that makes sense.
But it's dead. Unless they want something, then it come back alive. Resuscitation.
When is, if at all, when is the last time you received, like, I guess, sincere chivalry?
A couple of days ago.
Okay.
Nah, that wasn't sincere. He wanted something, probably. My number. You know, like, I'd say probably. See, that's the thing. I got trust issues. So I don't know if it was sincere or not, but I experienced it still. I experienced men being respectful and, stuff like that. But then once they realize that I ain't with it, like, or they realize that, like, I don't care whether you open my door or not, baby. I don't care. It doesn't bother me one way or the other. It doesn't make me feel special or not.
Right.
I don't care. So once they realize that, it's like either they keep doing it or they don't. If they keep doing it, I appreciate the fact that they're doing it. And if they don't, I don't even notice that they stop.
Gotcha.
So, but on a daily basis, I get men being respectful for me. Bless God, respectful to me. Bless God. I work in a place where it's a lot of men. They are respectful, period. Like, they respectful. I can't say they're not. You know, they black men and they respectful. Period. I mean, you can tell by the look on their face that it's some other stuff behind it, but they respected me though. You know?
And
yeah.
I guess, when is the last time that you remember that, I guess, has been like a real disrespectful moment? Not that it has to be physical, but like it just some random on the street, like you ignoring a dude and he be like, all right, well, fuck you then, bitch. Like when is the last time you've experienced, I guess, something to that degree?
Probably like this year, a couple of months ago. This one dude, but it wasn't like on the streets or nothing like that. He was texting me, and basically he had wanted to come over, and I don't let men know where I stay. And then I have a son, so you really need to go ahead and slit your throat, my boy. So like, he got a hard no.
Right.
But it was polite. I was respectful about it, but he ain't take that too well. So next thing you know, I'm every bitch in the world, and I'm dumb, and I'm broke, and I'm a whore, and I'm a this. But baby, please don't. I get paid every week, and I work for the government, so it don't matter, you know. Like, oh, I'm broke now. Oh, I'm a whore, but I wouldn't let you come over my house, you know. Oh, I'm this, that, and the third, but I never disrespected you though. So it's just like, all right, bro, you got it. I'm glad I told you, know, and that's why I don't let niggas know where I stay.
Right. No, that's fact.
That's exactly why.
So, is there a difference to you when it comes down to the word bitch in reference to if your friend, a female friend, calls you as opposed to a man?
Absolutely.
So you and your friends, that's y'all love language. Y'all going in.
It ain't even that it's our love language. Let's be very clear, okay? It ain't even a love language. It's just like what we did with the word nigga.
Right.
Period. It's the same
But
thing.
but I consider nigga a love language though. I consider it our love language.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying. You that's your
I'm saying
take on it.
because what I'm saying is like, because coming from a black person, nigga is never used in like a bad way. Like, you know, like calling somebody a dummy is almost worse calling them a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, because if you say that's my nigga, or man, this stupid nigga, they're focused on the word stupid, not nigga. You know what I'm saying? But with bitch,
good point, like, bro.
But with bitch, it's like, okay, what did you mean by that, and who said it? You know what I'm saying? Like, and who did they say it to? All of that is always it's a way
because it ain't your word. See,
no,
I'm pretty sure,
true. Right.
I'm pretty sure the Caucasians, white people, I'm pretty sure they feel real, tippy-toey, lolly, what's going on, who said it, what's this, am I scared, am I not scared about the word nigga too? Because it ain't their term of endearment.
But I'm saying, but bitch is y'all's, can be a term of endearment, but it can also come out of your mouth as disrespectful as well. So I'm saying, so it even rides a fine line, even in y'all's community, if you will, even in women's.
Okay, I get what you're saying. Like, if I'm at me and this girl not cool for real. But see, I still don't. For me, it's not like that, right? Okay. If I'm arguing with a female and she goes, "You dirty bitch," like, I'm going, and I'm spelling out words because my mama probably gonna look at this, and I don't cuss. My mama for real. So. But anyway, so.
She got a whole kid out here. She got a whole kid out here still hiding.
And I'm still
that's only in black households.
Only.
We be 45 years old. That's mama.
Hold on.
Right.
Hold on, that's mama coming.
Put your seatbelt on. Shut up.
Shut up. Be quiet. Don't you say no. For real. But it ain't even like our mama gonna whoop her. We just don't want to disappoint. Right. Yo, we just don't want to disappoint her.
I just want to make my mama proud. Oh my God, that is hilarious.
Oh God.
Go ahead, what you were saying though.
So basically, if you know, they call me a dirty bitch. I'm gonna focus on I'm about to snatch these lashes off. I'm gonna focus. I'm gonna focus on the fact that they call me dirty. I'm gonna be like,
Gotcha.
dirty? Who dirty? Who dirty?
Right.
Like, I don't get offended by females calling me that because, I mean, man, me and Adriana, especially back when I used to, you know, me and Adriana, I swear she was B and I was B every 5 seconds.
Right. In a negative way. Oh, in a endearment. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, I thought you were still talking about like the saying it in the bickering way. Okay, so you talking about
like,
right.
So I got trained. It's kind of almost like I'm conditioned to where that word does not offend me coming from a female.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't, bro.
What about a gay male?
You tried it, bro.
I'm saying.
I'm saying no. The bro.
Oh,
he's
them.
bro still.
Right.
He's bro. He's broke. My boy. You tried it, my boy.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna go ahead and let you know. Emphasis on bruh and my boy. We are not the same. Please tread lightly. Because you're not invited to use that word with me.
Right. Gotcha.
At all. No, that's offensive.
And then, of course, I guess it goes without saying when it comes down to even definitely straight man, it's a complete no-go.
Like, you done lost your... Both of them is a complete no-no. Like, I don't care if you're straight or gay. If you're a man, you watch your mouth.
Right.
Because you should not be saying that. Y'all don't... Just like, it's the same. It's nigga, right. Just like, it's nigga. Yeah. It's just the same. Like, you don't... This ain't your word.
Right.
All right. Just like y'all don't let us come and dap y'all up like this. I always wanted to do that, but I can't. Like when y'all grab y'all hands.
Oh, guys don't let you do it?
Nah, I'm too short anyway. It don't work out for me. That's y'all thing.
It does feel weird, like shaking a girl's hand. Like I'd rather just give a girl a hug or like whether it's a side or whatever. Yeah, but like
unless she look hit, I bet you shake her hand. That don't feel weird, do it? It's like, oh yes, nice to meet you, ma'am. Like when they like older or whatever.
But see, I'm neutral. I know how to be neutral with everybody. You know what I'm saying? So like, I'm very good at never showing my hand. Like I walk in the room. It could be the woman of my dream and her hairy aunties surrounding all, and I would treat every last one of them.
Yeah.
And I would, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know,
but you just polite. You're considerate though.
Yeah.
For real. Yeah, that is true. You are like that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna let it, because I know I've been the person when girls are like drooling over my bed. Oh, he's so fine, and I'm just standing there.
But what about me?
Right. And one girl looked at me. She was like, "Oh, I mean, you cute too, but you." And I was just like, "Hey, just let me know when you're done, bro. I'm out of here." This is a true story. This is when I was in high school.
It's so crazy because like hearing a man say that, what you just said, and being that you my friend and I care about you and your feelings. Like if me and you were somewhere and somebody had said something rude and mean to you, I would be like looking like, girl, you know what I'm saying? Because I care about your feelings. But I have done stuff like that. And so all I could do in that moment was like, dang, that is kind of rude.
Yeah, no, I've definitely, because believe it or not, I've always wanted to be a person like, I've always been very, I mean, I'm just kind of a private person, but I'm very like, even when it comes down to like women, I don't like attention for one, contrary to popular belief, no matter how much crazy stuff I do on the internet or whatever. Like, I don't like attention.
In person, your vibe, it ain't.
Right, and that's even to the degree of like, if just say we was in a party setting, and I wouldn't want the whole room to know I was walking over to go talk to a chick. You know what I'm saying? Like if that happened, I want to just happen. And the party is just still going on. But like if everybody knew, like, oh, well, look at, I'd probably go to the bathroom. I just curve off the other way because I don't want to come back and everybody like, oh, what happened? Like, you know, all eyes like I don't like that. So for me, like I have done wonders of being just a neutral person in a room. And I don't know who liked me or not. I would just keep it. I would just keep it.
Now's a good time for me to start airing these people out. No,
wait till I stop recording. But
right.
but
yeah, you
but
ain't
yeah.
get me. You know, the whole E-Dub already hating. I don't care. Let me stop. Edit that out.
right. But yeah, so I keep it pretty neutral, but I don't even be but I do agree. Going back to the whole, I guess, language in East, the bitch word for women is just like niggas for all blacks, just like the gay slurs for the homosexual community, just like the, you know, not saying, you know, they want to be called little person and not midget. You know, you can't say retarded, you know, whatever. So like, all these different things. Like, you know, I leave it to that community, and if they want to fly it around, I let them fly it around. But you know, but I definitely fly nigga around proudly. Okay,
proud.
People gonna know.
That's my name.
And before we close, I want all people to know that I will never stop saying the word nigga on the behalf of white people. People be like, "Oh, we need to stop saying it," so they'll stop saying it. No, they just need to stop saying it.
Yeah, like, they just better stop.
Right. I don't want to hear nothing about.
Not say it around me.
I don't want to hear nothing about because it's in the lyrics. So, you know how to edit lyrics. If there's something in them words you don't want to say, you can easily skip over. Easily. You know how to edit stuff. We ain't done.
I don't know who let y'all get away with that, but I'm gonna tell you now, don't come over here with it, cause I'm gonna embarrass you. I'm gonna piss you off.
Right.
I'm good at that.
We ain't gotta fight. Teach you what a real nigga is all about.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you how they act. How us niggas act.
Where does them show you where this term came from?
That's a fact, boy.
That is hilarious. Oh man, but this was fun. This was dope.
It was, but it's basically like how we be on the phone though.
No.
But it ain't as bad though. It's like
it's
a clean version.
The edited version.
The edited one. I think I did pretty well.
No, you did. Dude. You did.
I was like, oh wait, I can't say that. Can I say that? I ain't gonna say it.
What's so crazy? Me having, not even just being a comedian, but me having the sense of humor that I have like 3 or 4 people that send me directly like stuff on the internet that only we are proud to laugh at. We like, yo, we don't share this on the public page and everybody know we laughing at this. Like,
me and Adriana like that. Like,
yeah. Send it straight
just
to me.
And you.
Because people would think we was a piece of shit if they seen us laughing at this.
For real. I'm already knowing, because you know I take it too far. Right. That might have been inappropriate. Right. My mama told me, I said something today before I called you, and mama was like, don't ever repeat that again. I'm like, but you laughing though.
I'll tell you. Sometimes the dark stuff, I be like, why am I laughing at this? But it'd be funny.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be funny. Well, yeah, this was dope, man. And as anybody watching this, even though I was interviewing Tanesha today, she'll actually be doing more interviewing on the other side. We're gonna have guests on every week. We're gonna bring on one young black queen, or she could be older. She doesn't have to be young.
Can I say something right quick? I hate that.
Queen.
I hate that. Good morning, queen. Good morning, black queen. You trying too hard. It's not believable. Anybody that's ever called me black queen and good morning, black queen, they was all cheaters. All of them.
He just said to the 3 other queens, hey, queen. Hey, queen.
Everybody queen.
Well, we're gonna bring on some sisters.
Yeah, I'd rather call me the B word, so I know where you're coming from.
We're gonna bring on some bitches. Each and every week.
Each and every week.
They're gonna be some nigga bitches, to be specific.
Yo, you be violating. Oh,
but they will be black women nonetheless, each and every week, and we will hear their story, and we will find out how they feel about somebody calling them the word bitch. Because believe it or not, everybody doesn't feel how Tanesha feels. Some women, they accept it wholeheartedly from anybody.
They like it.
And we're going to bring that person on, and other people who may feel other ways, all different type of black women, but they will be black queens. And and they'll be here, man. So tune in each and every week. I'm not sure what day we want to post this yet, but we'll find a specific day to make everybody watch it. But I like this. This is good. Go ahead. You want to throw out you got any websites and music or handles or just anything you promoting?
I ain't released no new music yet, for real, you know, so no about that. And by queens, y'all, we mean like female queens. I know it's two different type of queens in 2020, but we talking about the female type.
The black woman type of queen that the king and queen they created with the black men and women situation.
Right.
Okay.
That
so but what's your Instagram and stuff?
Oh, my Instagram, tani.ent, tauni.ent. That's
Gotcha.
It. And then my SoundCloud, hold on.
Oh, go ahead.
My SoundCloud is Tani, Tauni official, the word official. But I'm gonna tell y'all, I ain't putting no new music out, but my old stuff still go. Like, stop playing.
Stop playing.
Stop playing. Stop playing. It still go.
Right. And yeah, man, I'm Rudy Wilson. Willy nilly if you're nasty. A lot of people don't even know what that phrase means, and I feel like that's funny because I actually got it from somebody else, but I'll explain it later.
Please do.
And well, it basically, in long story short, it basically means like so willy-nilly or somebody's nickname is what you say first. So like if I introduce you, I'd be like, this is Tanesha Martin, Tani if you nasty. So basically, if you nasty mean if you know her like that, you can call her Tani. So that's
right.
Basically
so basically Janet Jackson.
What is it? What? I don't get it. Wait, Janet Jackson's her real name.
Miss Jackson if you nasty.
Right. It would be something like that, right?
You like, know that's a
Oh, I mean, I'm not. Only thing I know about Janet is why did I get married? I didn't.
That's why you didn't get it because that's her song.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe so. Yeah, maybe that's the thing. School me. I heard this from just hearing different people talk. Like I've heard people older than me say it before.
That's where they got it from. I assume they got it from Janet Jackson.
Okay. Well, send me the song when this is over.
I'm gonna send it to you like you had sent that Tupac song.
Right.
It was wrong. Watch I be wrong too.
Right.
No, I'm not wrong.
I didn't even know it was Tupac this whole time. I was like, damn, Tupac's on this. I'm like, it's somebody.
Tupac?
Right.
It's somebody. What's that guy named that
right.
Tupac, bro? You don't need to quote nothing else and it's wrong.
Oh my gosh, it's so wrong. And as of right now, I have my website, rudycomedy.com, that has all my content from my personal page as well as my No Life Boys production page. I guess I probably should I was thinking about creating No Life Girls just because I don't know if this should be on No Life Boys, then that'll be a whole other page to start. I don't know. I'll figure it out. We'll figure something out. But
it's good. You can have a featuring section on your page.
Well, I meant like on the. I'll figure it out later. Either
you
way,
like my idea?
No, it's not that. But we'll talk about it after we're done recording because I don't want to keep dragging this out. Willy nilly if you're nasty. No Life Boys. That's NOLIFEBOYZZZ Productions. RudyComedy.com. Tani Official on SoundCloud and Tani.ent on Instagram. And this is. Do you mind if I call you bitch? We out.